Every person loves a break from their daily routine. The hustle and bustle of the cities takes them to far off places. India is blessed with rich diversity in terms of travel destinations. From the crowded travel destinations like beaches, hill stations, to the high Himalayan mountains so remote and serene. We have a large amount of biodiversity of flora and fauna. This attracts a large amount of tourists globally. Lakhs of people travel to different parts of India feeling refreshed. They take back home a lot of amazing memories but leave behind huge piles of trash along with the trouble caused by it to the environment and the ecosystem there. When we go for an outing in the mountains, we love the fresh air, the pollution-free environment, the lush green untouched landscapes, the free-flowing clear waters and the peace that exists there. All in all, no air pollution, no garbage, no water pollution and no sound pollution. When we are in jungles, we wait for hours for just a glimpse of the king of the jungle, the sighting of the rare birds. All this gives us a high amount of relaxation. But nature, that has given us all this in abundance, has to face harsh consequences. Today, people as though are addicted to the use of plastic. Plastic bottles, plastic bags, plastic products. Our life has as though become non-existent without the use of plastic. Even though there is so much of advertisement about stopping or minimizing the use of plastic and switching over to reusable or biodegradable items, we are not doing it. While going to the beautiful spots in nature, we do not leave this city mentality of ours. There are beautiful rivers and streams that have bottles and plastic items thrown into it. Humans, as they move ahead in travel, keep throwing garbage here and there, very much in an irresponsible manner. Watch this monkey. It is also throwing things away that it does not require. Now I know why they say the monkeys are our ancestors. Most humans still have not got over this habit of throwing things away that they don't require. What the monkeys throw is biodegradable item into nature, but we throw plastic that takes years to decompose. The problem is we have forgotten the responsibility that nature has given us. Because we are intellectual beings, we have the power to think and act in a responsible manner. But yet, people keep adding to the pollution while they travel. They keep throwing garbage here and there, creating water pollution, land pollution, and in turn harming the untouched ecosystem there. If we are going there in the midst of nature, we should not litter the place so selfishly such that the next person coming cannot enjoy the same clean environment as you did. Today, beaches face huge garbage pile-ups. All hill stations get overcrowded and people there just are creating chaos and noise with loud music in the midst of nature. Lots of sound pollution. Even mountains like the Mount Everest are not free from pollution. There are piles of garbage there. Due to availability of easy transport, today even the remotest locations have come in the reach of humans, and that too very easily. Many people have developed the liking for trekking, taking them even farther into the remotest location. All this has created a lot of pollution of different types, even in such beautiful locations. Pollution that was restricted to cities has now traveled along with these travelers into the deepest and the farthest locations, taking a toll of nature there. If we keep doing so, one day we would have dirtied the most beautiful and untouched locations of our planet. There is actually no harm in traveling, trekking, or going to such locations. The nature there can be enjoyed by us without causing any harm to it, only if we are a responsible traveler. A responsible traveler has to first bear in mind that he is going to places that will be close to nature or even amidst nature. A few changes while traveling can bring about huge changes in the level of pollution. It can drop and leave the nature unharmed. This applies especially to people who trek and move into remote locations. Your trip should start paper-free. Today we have the facility of e-tickets and most of us have smartphones. So stop printing tickets and go digital. In case you want to keep a safe copy, put it on your email and this can be accessed from anywhere in the world. Each one needs water in such locations. Often people are seen to carry mineral water bottles and throwing them on mountains and jungles. Instead, one can carry a reusable water bottle and a few maybe small filtration equipments or tablets that are readily and easily available in cities. So you can fill up from a stream and use the water after filtration. On an average, a single person needs around 3 liters of water a day. If we use the metal ones, each mountain can be free from 450,000 water bottles each year. And if we take maybe 10 trek spots, then around 45 lakh plastic bottles. This is a huge number. Another thing that seems to be very small but creates huge nuisance is the small sweet and chocolate wrappings. Many people eat the chocolates or the sweets and just throw the cover away. These small wrappings were found in the stomach of wild animals in some cases. Not just this, when it rains, these flow into the rivers, harming the water ecosystem there. They get trapped in mud for years to come, causing disturbances in the natural cycles related to soil. The most loved chips packets are also made a hit in the list. When people travel to any destination, the biscuits and chips come handy, tasty and durable in the trip, and hence they form a huge part of the waste. They are not just thrown in mountain valleys but also in waters and streams. Actually, it is so simple to curb the waste which is thrown out. Have a small bag with you in your car when you travel, or just keep a small separate bag in your sack where you can keep these wrappings. They are dry and no odor is generated even if you store them for a long period. As soon as you can get a dustbin, you can throw this bag in the required place. Same goes for any of the plastic bags used. The next important thing is follow the trail of the trek or any other route of your journey. Today people are getting so addicted to selfies that they share on social media. For this, they travel away from marked trails, the trails that are meant for their own safety as well as the safety of nature. Due to this, they risk their life and the ecosystem is also badly affected. One more important thing relates to the food that you waste. Many a times people love to sit under trees and have their lunch while traveling. While doing so, they often dirty the surroundings or leave behind unwanted food. There are cases of wild animals like monkeys, foxes and such others who taste this food and the liking of the food items drives them to city areas where they can cause havoc in human localities. Grizzly bear attacks are reported in America, and even in India, foxes are seen to come on garbage dumps to eat the leftovers. Macaques and langurs are the ones that are commonly known to invade human residences. Not just leaving behind food but also feeding wild animals unnatural foodstuff can create the same effect. In some areas, especially the commonly known crowded hill stations, have monkeys being fed with chips, soft drinks and like. Some of the birds and smaller animals are also getting used to the junk food that humans feed them. This is really harmful to them and in turn even to humans. If you really want to give them food, plant more trees that can provide them with the natural food they require. Another thing noticed commonly on camping sites is that people are seen playing loud music in jungles, forests and on the remote mountain locations, causing a lot of noise pollution there. For this, it is important to change your mindset when you travel in nature. Why do we like music? Because it soothes us, refreshes us, isn't it? Then remember, nature has its own music. You just need to tune in and listen. There is music of the flowing streams, chirping of birds, crickets in the night, the wind making some sounds while it moves through the trees and grass, some of the animals making different sounds. Just listen to this live band and without creating any sound pollution, you can enjoy yourself. Remember, you have come here for some change, for some refreshment. Then, there is no point in creating a city life again in these peaceful natural surroundings. In dry forests, there is always a danger of fire, even with a small spark. Hence, you as a traveler need to be very careful if you are visiting such places. But even if there is no such instruction, we need to understand that it is important that a person does not smoke there or light a campfire. In some cases, travelers are also seen destroying the ecosystem in such locations unnecessarily. In India, there are a couple of places where the plateaus are full of flowers in a certain season. People crowd those places, click photographs and pluck plants and flowers from here to carry back home. Some of the species found in these areas are endangered. If each one is doing this, there is a lot of destruction of the rich flora and fauna there. If we cannot conserve the nature and the habitat as it is, then it's better not to visit such locations. Some people who go into villages for a vacation are also seen resorting to illegal hunting just for fun. They kill deer, rabbits, jungle fowls, and even sometimes the rarest of the species. Such travelers, for simple fun, take a toll of the large chunk of the natural population of such creatures, destroying the existing ecosystem there. So the next time you take a vacation and travel to places full of natural beauty, leave the urban lifestyle aside and become one with nature. You can take a lot of things back home from nature without even touching it. You can take photographs, you can take memories, and you can take learnings from it. Take all these with you as a responsible traveler. And what do you leave behind in nature is nothing. Nothing at all. If you leave nothing of yours in the nature, nature will thrive, it will survive. In turn, it will provide us and help humans to survive. If we want our existence to sustain, become a responsible traveler.